All right, so now I'm in the next stage of my Shrinky Dink crafts. I have everything laid out and I have a bunch of hardware. So I'm gonna go over what I have so you know what you need to buy or find in order to make the Shrinky Dink craft of your vision. So to start, I have some large split rings here. And these are in the size 24 millimeters, and these split rings are what will be attaching to the shrink so that you can create a keychain. Split rings come in all different kinds of shapes and sizes, and I've even seen some really cute keychain hardware at the craft store that's in fun shapes like stars or hearts. I also have jewelry pins here. I did have some fun extra adjustable rings, and these are from Jewelry Shop, as well as all these other hardware that I have, but I've already opened them. These are just some classic fish hook earrings, and this is the dangly part. I also have some teeny tiny split rings here. I believe these are 2 millimeter, but they come in circles or ovals. If you are creating something that's a little bit more oblong, ovals would be best, but universally the circular split rings are super useful. I also have a bunch of post studs, and these are just the flat back for stud earrings. So these, again, all of these items I got from a craft store. They are quite affordable. And in addition, I had a 40% off because a lot of these items go on sale. Last thing, super glue. Always be careful with super glue. Immediately, right on the label up front, it says, warning, bonds skin in seconds. So please be careful. I believe the best way to get super glue off is acetone, but just be mindful, especially if you are trying any of these crafts with children. Also, some needle nose pliers. This is just so I can get a good grip on these teeny tiny split rings, so I can bend and manipulate them. Another idea, I have some magnet tape or strips. So if you want to make magnets, keychains, pins, earrings, rings, whatever it may be, this is another clever idea, and again, quite affordable. And a little goes a long way, so just another idea. All right, so I think first thing I'm gonna do is use my chicks as some studs. So I'm gonna be using my super glue, and I'm gonna get that done and out of the way and give it enough time to adhere. So I'm gonna just open these up. All right, so the best method I have for adhering the studs is to flip your design over and just be mindful of what direction it is, so you're not, hanging off one edge or another. And you only need a teeny tiny drop of this. You don't need a whole lot of it. And no, I'm not kidding, that is almost too much. This is perfect. All right, I'm setting this off to the side. As you can see, the one post, perfect amount. Second, a little bit too much. But I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it with my hands or anything else because this stuff is bad news. So again, just be mindful. All right, next I'm gonna go in with my fish hooks. Open these little, if you have teeny tiny plastic storage containers, that would be perfect for this type of material because these little split rings and all these other little doodads, they really get, one, slippery and they fly all over the place. And two, it's just best to have them in a bit more sophisticated system than I do right now, because this is not cute. All right, so I have 4 split rings here, and I'm going to be using my sharks. So first things first, I need to open up my split rings and insert them into the hole I made. And I am hoping I'm not gonna have to use 2, but my hole looks a little far, so we're just gonna see what happens. All right, so I take my split ring in 1, and then I go in with my other. And I just open it up. So I'm just turning my hands in opposite directions. I'm not pulling or trying to really forcefully move it. I'm just doing that twisting motion. Okay. So that can be super tedious and a pain in the butt, but trust me, the more you practice, the quicker it'll get. So all I did here is I have 2 split rings that one I inserted into the hole I created and then chained it with another split ring till I finished on the end of my fish hook. So again, all I was doing, using my 2 pliers and just twisting open those split rings, and then to close them back up, doing the reverse. So some earrings are gonna require 1 split ring, some are gonna require 2. It just depends on the quality and the placement of the hole. So overall, not too bad. I never was a good jewelry maker, so I think so far things aren't completely catastrophic. Next, I have my honeycomb in B. Now I'm going to take one of my big split rings, some of my small ones, and I'm going to need a couple of these. I can already tell. Again, just taking that split ring and opening. All right. To kind of finish this one off, I'm going to, I think it'll fit, yep, one of these 9mm split rings, and I'm going to close this off, I think, I hope. There we go. So there's that. Now I'm just slipping my split rings onto the larger one. And now I have a little keychain. You could add as many or as few things as you'd like. And remember, bells, pom-poms, other additional embellishments can really just add that more character, personality, and creativity. Set that down. And now, I think I am, yep, I'm good. And I have my little chicks. So I can just flip this over, punch in. There's one. And two. Now, of course, to continue the promotion, you could get a custom stamp from us at RubberStamps.com and create a sentiment, a small business logo, or a to, from, I love you, whatever it may be, onto your earring backers. And that way you can have a little bit more marketing and pizzazz to your homemade creations. So with that said, finishing everything up, if you want to add some last minute things, like I said, with stamping and branding, or some additional sentiments onto these objects, you could do so. Now, we would like to thank all of you for joining us today, and please, please, please hit us with a hashtag stamp with us. Again, that's hashtag stamp with us, and that way we can see what you will create next. With the holidays coming around this season, these are perfect for stocking stuffers and for creating a little bit of a fun and quirky design for a loved one. Again, thanks for joining, and happy stamping. Goodbye.